Hey everybody, it's Thomas here. In this video we're going to talk about something called Facebook's Power Editor. Facebook's Power Editor is an editor that's different from the Ads Manager, and in my opinion it's really cool. Normally I only use Facebook's Power Editor when I'm setting up my ads, literally because there's a lot of other features that you don't have in the online ads manager. Also, whenever Facebook they release some new features, it always added to the Power Editor before it's added to the ads manager. So personally, I always use the Power Editor, and as soon as you get into Facebook ads, I highly recommend that you only use the Power Editor as well. The way it works is that you go to the ads manager and you have to be in Chrome. Okay, because Facebook's Power Editor only work in Chrome. What you do is that you click Power Editor here, left hand side, and then Facebook will take you into the Power Editor. Now here's one very important thing to remember when you get into the Power Editor. The first thing you do is that you click Download to Power Editor here at the top, because you want to make sure that you have all the newest data in the Power Editor before you start to edit anything. So I'm going to click Download to Power Editor. Then you'll see the different accounts if you have more than a single account. And then you select which one that you want to download. You just click Download. So now you can see Facebook is downloading all the ad images, the ads, set the campaigns, custom audiences, and a lot of different stuffs. So now we're inside the Power Editor. First thing, do not get confused or scared or anything if you think it looks complicated. What I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to give you a brief overview of the Power Editor, and then there are going to be more videos going into some details on different features. Okay? It's really cool, so don't worry. The first thing you're going to do, if you want to set up an ad in the Power Editor, is as we did in the Ads Manager, we want to set up a campaign as the first thing. So I'm going to click Campaign here at the top, and then I can click the plus sign here, set Create a Campaign. So then, as you might remember, if you already watched the ads video from the Ads Manager, we want to make sure that we give the campaign a name related to the goal that the ads inside campaign has. Okay, so let's imagine that this campaign here is for us to get more likes to a Facebook page. So I'll just click get. Just put get likes 01, and then actually I just forgot. What I always do is that I always put in the date of the campaign at the first thing, literally because then I know easily when I set it up. I can also go into the ad reports and so forth, but if I put it into the name, it's just give me a quick overview. So today is the 13th of July. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put get likes, and then I could put in Chilindo, as you might know, one of my companies that I'm co-founder in here in Thailand for e-commerce, online e-commerce for some online auctions. Okay, so now we gave our campaign a name. Buying type, just leave it as auction. Objective, this is the exact same thing as when you select an objective in the Ads Manager. So based on our objective, we can have clicks to website conversions, that is if we add a conversion pixel, as I already explained to you in one of the previous videos. Page post engagement, if you want to have some engagement to a post, and then we have page likes, and a lot of other different stuffs if you are into mobile and so forth. For now, I'm gonna select page likes, obviously, because that is what we decided to do, and then I'm gonna click create. Okay, so now we got our new campaign here. The next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna click on ads. Okay, and to make sure that we selected the right ad and so forth, in the left hand side here you can see one says not uploaded, right? So there's a menu here, not uploaded. If you click that, it's going to expand, and then you click below, and then you can see there's no ads, right? Because this is our campaign, and there's no ads inside our campaign yet. Then I'm going to click on create ad, and what it will ask me now is that if I want to use an existing campaign or if I want to create a new. I want to use existing campaign, so I'm going to keep that, and then I'm going to copy this, because down here it will ask me choose an ad set for this ad. And literally what an ad set is like a container for the ad, which lets you go in a campaign and say, I want to spend $2 on this ad and $2 on this ad. Doesn't matter that they're in the same campaign. So that's pretty cool, and then I'll get into that a little bit later, how it actually is structured together and so forth. For now, just copy this here, say create new, put it in here, and for the ad set you can delete the date. Then we're going to name the ad, and then as already explained in the previous video, we want to give it the name that also tells us a little bit about what's in the ad. However, we don't know what image we're going to use and so forth yet, so we can always change the creative a little later on. So for now, I'm just going to make it get likes. No, okay. I'm going to click create here, okay. And then we got our ad here. The next thing we gotta do is that we will scroll down a little bit here, and then we're gonna select what Facebook page that we want to get some likes for. In this use case, it's gonna be Galindo. Gonna select that. For the landing view, that means if someone is clicking your ad and not just clicking like, they have to land somewhere on your Facebook page. For now, just leave it at default, and I'll show you a little cool trick later on when you are setting up ads to get likes, on how you can do a small little trick on that. For now, you just leave it as default, okay? For the headline, what you do is normally what I do, put it that way, is that I leave the headline to the page name, literally because of branding. And then, as I explained in the previous video on how to get likes as well, I always use a text that says click like if you love, and then literally XXXXXX, depending on what niche that you're in. So in my case here, I could say click like if you love woman fashion, as we have a lot of woman fashion on our site. And I just click and I add a question mark, okay? Then below here, we're going to add our image. So you're just gonna click select image, and then you'll see some of the images that are already uploaded in my image library. I could also go in and upload image from my computer. Let me just see if I have anything here. So we were into women fashion here. We got one image here with loads of women bags and so forth. So I'm just going to use that. I'm going to click select. And then below here, you can select a conversion pixel if you want to do that. So you could literally set up a conversion pixel based on if people they click the ad, and after that you might send them to your website or whatever you can come up with, depending on your goals. You can then go in. You can then select one of the conversion pixels here. For now, when you are doing likes, I will not recommend that you use this because there's no really need for it. But if we were driving traffic to a website, collecting leads and so forth, it will make a lot more sense for you to use this, because regarding likes, Facebook will already tell you literally how many likes this ad generated for you. Okay. Now below here, when I am setting up an ad for likes, I always only use right column on Facebook, because that's where I get the best results. And literally, then you can see here, you can see a small preview of the ad here. I can go in and I can reposition the image a little bit if I want to do that. So I want to make sure that people see the text like this. I'm just going to click done. All right, click up a little bit. All right, it looks a lot better. So click like if you love woman fashion. Okay, that's a creative. The next thing I'm going to do is going to click audience here. And then we can go in and we can select the custom audience, as I already explained to you in one of the previous videos. So if I want to show this to a custom audience that I created, I can add that here. I can also go in and exclude a custom audience and so forth. I will explain that into details a little bit later, how you can exclude people and so forth. For now, you just go in and you add a country. So in my case, it will be Thailand. I want to make sure they are above 18. And because it's woman fashion, I'll then select woman. For the language, I'll select Thai. And then for the interest, I could select maybe woman fashion. We got something like that. Let's see if HON. Woman fashion tips. Woman. Let's see what we got. It's not really much there. So maybe we will just instead, let's see, hobbies and activities. We're gonna find something. Okay, shopping and fashion. Here we go. And then I click on shopping, and let me see, fashion accessories. Here we go. Dresses, beautiful. Handbags, beautiful. So I'm gonna select those two here. That will now be the interest that my my audience, my target will be in. Okay. Then when you scroll down, you will see Facebook by default put in target users who are not already connected to the page that you selected. You definitely don't want to delete this, because you don't want to waste your money on showing your ads to someone who already liked your page once. Okay? So the last thing we're going to do in here is that we're going to click optimization and pricing. And just select optimized CPM. And then the last thing you're going to do is that you're going to click on ad sets here at the top, because you need to tell Facebook how much you want to spend on this particular ad in this ad set here. So regarding ad sets and so forth, don't get too confused. I'll explain into details later on. But for now, you just go in and you put a budget. In this case here, I'll probably start with $3 US per day. And then I am done. But very, 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 very important, guys. The last thing you do when you are done in the Power Editor is that you click Upload Changes. Okay? Because if you do not click Upload Changes, nothing will ever get live. So the first thing you do when you get into the Power Editor is that you click Download to Power Editor. The last thing you do when you're done with your ad is you click Upload Changes. Okay, so that's all for how to setting up a like from within Facebook's Power Editor. As mentioned, I always only use Facebook's Power Editor because I think it's a lot more efficient than the Ads Manager. I will be covering most of the features in the Power Editor. So just make sure that you watch everything to be a real Facebook Power Editor guru. As always, if you have any questions, guys, make sure you ask below and I'll get right back to you. And make sure you opt in the opt-in form below as well if you want to get into some more advanced stuff regarding how to collect loads of leads and generate sales all from Facebook. So opt in the opt-in box below. And as always, thanks a lot for your time and have a great, great day.